Chapter 1. When We Were Young. Kirk. I know little about my immigrant parents' early life in Russia. Fiddler on the Roof is a sanitized version of their shtetl world at the dawn of the 20th century. During a pogrom, my mother, Brina Sanglel, saw a Cossack murder her brother. She had no pleasant memories of the old country, at least none that she ever shared. After I became the Hollywood star Kirk Douglas, and Ma was living comfortably in the Jewish home for the aged in Troy, New York, she worried I would go to Russia. Her reaction was strong and immediate. This is from her letter of April 8th, 1958, which she dictated to my sister. Dear Anne and Kirk, I've heard from several people that they have heard about your Kirk being invited by Russia to make a picture there. This came as a big shock to me, and I pray to God that while I am alive, you will not go to Russia. I do not mind whenever and wherever you go elsewhere, but not to Russia. Please keep this in mind, as I am not young nor too well any longer, and these are my feelings. We are happy and proud of whatever you do, and we have heard too much unfavorable news about Russia to have you embroiled there. Stay well and happy, and write again soon. My dear son, God bless you. Love, Mother. We had no relatives in America except for my Uncle Avram. He arrived a year before my father and changed his name from Danielovich to Dembski. Pa, Herschel Danielovich, the horse trader, became Harry Dembski, the ragman, after joining his brother in Amsterdam, New York. Pa was very strong, but the thriving local factories would not hire Jews. He bought a horse named Bill and a cart so he could buy old rags, scrap metal, and any other junk lying around people's homes. He took the day's haul to a dealer for pennies on the pound. The next year, he sent a steerage ticket for his young bride. Whether he paid for it himself, I highly doubt. My father spent his earnings on drink in the nearest saloon. Without that ticket, my sisters and I would never have been born. I don't know if my parents loved each other or whether their marriage was the work of the local shradchen, matchmaker. I never saw a sign of affection between them. Pa never addressed my mother by her name, Brina. It was usually, "Hey, you." All I know for sure is that Ma bore him 7 children between 1912 and 1924. I, Isyur Danielovich, 4th in line and the only boy, was born on December 9th, 1916, 100 years ago. The others were Pesha, Betty, Kale, Kay, Tamara, Marion, Rachel, Ruth, and the twins, Hashka and Sifra, Fritzi and Ida. When I reached school age, I was enrolled as Isador Izzy Dembski, a name I always hated. Yiddish was the only language I heard in the house. Until I was old enough for kindergarten, I did not play with the other kids on the street. They were a polyglot mix from many countries. Their fathers worked in the factories. During the days, Ma and I inhabited a world of our own. I liked it that way. With only cold water in the kitchen, a washboard for her laundry, and no icebox, not that we ever had much to store in one. Ma was constantly cooking, cleaning, washing clothes, and worrying about paying the bills. Pa was no help. Almost all his daily take was spent at his favorite bar, Bogey's. He rarely came home for dinner. He never seemed to care whether we had food on the table or went to bed hungry. We lived in abject poverty. My wife always tells people, Kirk hates to hear anyone say they were poorer than he was. She's right. I am proud of it, because it made me hungry to achieve success. I told my sons, you didn't have my advantage. From the bottom, there's only one place to go, up.